KITH and BMW have collaborated for a collection releasing this Friday, October 23rd at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can calculate what that'll be for you. We can see front and center on this catalog that we have to scroll through. They have the BMW crest with the KITH spell out. We'll see this on some clothes as well. This is obviously on one of the BMWs that Ronnie customized, added the KITH touch to it with a bunch of small KITH details. Another one of those, as we scroll forward, you can see here they swapped out the M3 kind of like diagonal line branding or badge on the back to write KITH or spell out KITH instead. You can see there's a bunch of other stuff going on here that has the KITH touch, I suppose we'll call it. But I think we've seen this like M3 take on the KITH spell out before, whether it was like a Monday program release or maybe some of their winter stuff. I feel like we've seen this before, but yeah, we got that touch on it. And then moving forward, we also have the interior. It makes use of the KITH all over checkerboard or checkered pattern that they've done before. First thing that comes to mind for me is when they did the Levi's stuff. I think they also might have done some Chuck Taylors with this design on it, but we will not get an actual BMW for sale, though they are releasing a smaller scale version of it in the form of a model car. Moving to this portion of the catalog, we have like the lookbook here. You can kind of get a sense of the pieces, the apparel for this collection, what it's going to look like. You know, pretty classy, and it makes sense. BMW is known as like a upper middle class or upper class car manufacturer brand, so it makes sense to keep this kind of classy, keep the stuff pretty simple. And let me zoom back into 100%, accidentally zooming out with that stuff, but you can see prices up here. We'll get cleaner views of the products a little bit later, so we'll just scroll through this lookbook until we get there. We got a scarf, some clean knits, a bathrobe, and then we get to the actual like product image part of the catalog. So we have bombers coming up first, and with all things KITH, this stuff is pretty expensive. But we can look at the bombers first. We have a suede one on the left and then a wool varsity jacket bomber on the right, and they look nice. I don't know if I'd really go after either of them. We have the like motorsport or like M3 package branding on the back. I don't think there's, just leather lines. I don't think there's any KITH branding inside those diagonal lines, but we have beige suede, red wool, and the suede comes in at almost $700 with the wool bomber being $550. So very taxing. On the front you have the little BMW KITH badge, if you guys are curious about that. Moving forward, we have the quilted racing jackets and pants, so you get the full racing suit here. You got BMW on one side, and then you got KITH on the other side. You can also see it displayed here in a more of a model or lookbook shot. The pants read "the essence of racing," BMW quote there, and then the jackets are going to run you $325, while the pants are $250. I think the pants are all right. I'm not crazy about the jacket, I don't think. And yeah, I don't know. I guess the colors could have been swapped a little different. Maybe if they had it red instead of like all white. But you know, once again, looks pretty clean. We also have a Kimono Blazer, which fits right in line with KITH. They're always doing like kimono or gis and stuff like that. So they have a Kimono Blazer here, as well as a pin tuck track pant. So I guess your coach or whatever wears this while you're racing, I guess. Kind of looks like the Blazer also comes with a jacket attached maybe to the inside, since it shows up in the product image there. Anyway, the jacket is going to cost $385, while the pants cost $235. And I'm not crazy about any of this. Like the suit, I'm not really feeling. If I wanted a suit, I'd probably go with a different brand. I don't need to be KITH and BMW. Moving forward, we have the track jackets and pants. I think these are velour. I guess we get a nylon one and then also a velour one. So the set on the left is the nylon, which you can tell looks more like a windbreaker material, and then the ones on the right are this nice velour. Not crazy about really any of this, though the far right sweatpants, the velour ones, do look pretty comfortable. They look nice. I'm not crazy about the color blocking for that nylon track jacket. Then the velour one is all right, but it just kind of looks like too basic for me anyway. I don't know, I'm not crazy about that. Moving forward, we have the velour coach's jacket, which I think is really nice. I think this is a cool piece. Being velour, you know, sure, we're gonna get a high price range for it. And then kind of the trend for a lot of the pieces, we have this KITH BMW logo on the chest, small, but if you look on the back, we actually get this debossed or embossed, I think it is, BMW KITH logo. Pretty much the same thing we have on the front, but this time, you know, not colorized or anything. It's just embossed on the back of this velour, which I think is a really cool touch. You know, they obviously wanted to keep this collaboration pretty subtle, and I think this is a really great way at adding some branding or a little bit of flair without like kind of tarnishing that subtleness or subtlety that they're kind of going for. But this costs $245, which actually isn't bad stacked up to a lot of the other stuff we've been looking at. Moving forward, we have the knitwear, which we kind of get our first a little bit wild of a design. We have this BMW, the E30 sweater, they're calling it. So it has the E30 on the front, kind of like down staggered a little bit. And this looks like a nice knit. We also have this KITH spell out M3 package knit here, the KITH BMW. I think these two maybe are mock necks, I want to say. Then we get that knit cardigan in the back. I'm a fan of cardigans, but I don't know, this like huge color blocking of it makes it look like it's like Pepsi or something almost, so not crazy about that. And then this second to last one reminds me of like the old Xbox logo, or like what the Xbox did during the startup, how it has like these rings that aren't fully complete but they're kind of like staggered a little bit. So I don't know, not crazy about that. But this all black one, just the like basic KITH BMW logo, and then the E30 one I do like, and they come in at $235, $220, $220, $220, and then $325 for the cardigan. So the E30 sweater, having that all over print or that like big graphic, is $15 more than the rest. So moving forward, we have the knit mock neck and the Bennett pant. I think this is very basic. You just have a tiny embroidered KITH BMW logo, and then the pant is really just a sweat pant. Retail is $160 for both the tops and the bottoms. It's all right, worth $160. Up to you guys to decide. We have the quarter zip collared shirt coming in at a cool $150, so cheaper than the previous items we looked at. Really looks more like a coach's jacket that's, you know, quarter zip, not full zip. Doesn't look bad. Looks like something you'd like toss on if it's raining out. Got this little pocket and then that staggered like BMW circular logo, which I'm not a fan of. I don't know. Moving forward, we have the velour robe coming in at $245. So if you guys are really about taking baths, maybe this is what you're after. And it has a really nice embossed KITH BMW graphic on the back. We do like that. Cool piece, but I don't know. I'd rather just like roll out my birthday suit than $250 robe. Moving forward, we got the French Terry Classics. So just basic stuff. Prices coming in a little bit cheaper on the lower end. They'll be $165 for the top, $170 for the bottoms, and these are basic pieces. And just like what we saw before, we have the tiny embroidered KITH BMW logos, but this time I think the other ones were just black and white. These ones actually have that light baby blue that BMW is known for. So moving forward, we have the hoodies and crew necks. Get some more fun graphics here. We have what looks like somebody standing on the hood of an older BMW, or maybe they're standing behind it actually. Looking at this one, it looks like an old like BMW advertisement where they're standing behind it. We get a KITH like box logo, making use of those M3 package slashes. It says the mighty BMW M models. What else we got? Pretty much the same stuff. We have a schematic or like blueprint one design there for some hoodies. Hoodies and crew necks, they will cost $165, $150. The more like labor intensive ones are $165, and then or I guess the crew necks maybe are just $150. Yeah, it looks like hoodies $165, crew necks $150. So we also have some t-shirts here, though not all the t-shirts are shown off here. We have a schematic one again, what looks like just like close-ups of old BMW advertisements. We get the mighty BMW M models once again. Probably out of this, my favorite would be this bottom right one. I think this looks cool, almost like they're at a rally or something like that, like a racing, like rally car race. But yeah, I think that looks cool on the bottom right. Get this big spell out on the back. Every BMW can trace its heritage to stuff, tracks of M3, whatever, I don't know. Big spell out there though. As always with the KITH tees, they're going to be taxing. Got $65, $70 for some of the vintage wash ones, I think. Yeah, looks like the plain wash is just $65, and then the vintage wash will be $70. We also have the long sleeves coming in at $75. So keep that in mind if you're going for the BMW tees. They're also expensive. We have more tees back here though. I think these have some cool designs as well. Schematic one here. Then we also get like a KITH spell over the hood or over the hood emblem of the KITH BMW. You can see there in the background a little bit. It looks like we have an advertisement with some color blocking in the front of it, and then some pocket t-shirts, which I'm not crazy about the pocket tees. Hopefully they're cheaper. We have that KITH like M series spell out there. Probably my favorite here, the KITH box logo ones. I would have liked to see them do something similar to what they did with Coca-Cola or like the NASCAR, where they have these big graphics or like just old advertisements for them, and then they just paste that KITH box logo straight over. I think those are always some like cool designs. But prices for these, once again, we got $65, $70 for the vintage wash ones. Looks like we also get $75 for some of them, the specs tee, and then there's a long sleeve. We have some athletic socks, which, you know, I could care less about these. The multicolor one is actually kind of, or at least kind of interesting. They're $20, so one of the cheaper things from this collaboration. Headwear, we're going to get a bunch of different colored beanies. We get some baseball caps. Not crazy about any of these really. Prices, you know, all the way from $60 or $59.50 to $90. Kind of funny, or I guess, all right, it's the $59.50 fitted cap, which is why they went with that. It's kind of funny, I suppose. Moving forward, we have the knit scarves, which are taxing $120 for the knit scarves. I noticed this before, and I was like, all right, bro. Interesting. Definitely expensive. Some cool scarves, though, I suppose. You got the K here with the lines like we've been seeing, the like split color with just those like M series, M package, diagonal line colors, and then the KITH logo. I don't know, scarves, the taxing. We also have a ton of accessories dropping, which I was kind of surprised by, that we get all these accessories. We have a bunch of mugs, cork cycle, watch roll, money clip, umbrella, motorsport card case, ceramic tray, pin set, pillow, coasters, and then we get driving accessories, driving gloves, microfiber towel, valve stem cap, license plate, lanyard, and keychain. One thing I thought was kind of ridiculous is the lanyard is $45, which we can look at right now. That's what you get for $45 from KITH. Like, bro, come on. Anyway, we'll look at the actual accessories now. Got the mugs, some type of case here. I forget what they said it was. 2 umbrellas. I think the umbrellas are cool, but I forget what their price was. Pretty expensive. I want to say umbrellas $68. I don't know. I guess it's not terrible. Get like a thermos or whatever. Some coasters, I think. Pillow, pins. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of cool though. They got the valve stem covers here, which is a cool piece, and the license plate covers. You know, it's cool to see, as they put it, driving accessories, because, you know, BMW makes sense to have accessories like this or of that nature, so I appreciate that. And then they closed out with some of these images. We have the driving gloves, lookbook, I guess, for the accessories, for the discerning enthusiast who will settle on nothing but the very best. I guess that's BMW. So that concludes the catalog for KITH BMW, releasing this Friday, October 23rd. What do you guys think of it? Are you going for anything? With KITH, you know, a lot of the stuff's kind of expensive, but they do have really nice quality. I can at least vouch for that. I think, you know, going into this, I was really interested to see what they'd come up with, and then as stuff started to come out, I was kind of like, oh, disappointed. But then the more I thought about it, I was like, you know, what could they really do with BMW? Obviously, they could do more stuff. They could go like a little more wild on it, but they definitely played the safe route for the majority of their pieces. You know, we do get stuff like this E30 knit sweater, which I think is cool, but yeah, I don't know. A lot of it's not for me, but I can definitely see where a lot of people would like this, and you know, it is what it is. It is KITH and BMW. If you like both brands, you know, you're probably gonna like this. But that's all I got for you guys. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next video.